Hello there. Can you see me amongst these wines? It's your Wisconsin wine guy. I am back again for another wine review. I mean, you can tell by these colorful caps or necks that this is going to be a very interesting wine tasting. I'm totally looking forward to it. So, for me, I'm coming back to reviewing wines that I've done in 2018, but these are different flavors for the wines that I did in 2018. We'll get to who they are in a minute. So, Wisconsin Wine Guy reviews wines that you can find in every everyday liquor store, grocery store, even some wine shop shelves. Very, very simple system. Thumbs up, highly recommend that wine. 3/4, you know what? I'll drink the wine, and if I really enjoy it, I may keep a couple bottles on hand for aging. Halfway, not so much for me. I'm like on the fence, or maybe not at all, but you give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thumbs down, get that wine out of here. So now, let's get to the party. I mean, these are very, very pretty bottles. I mean, can you see that embossing or engraving on the bottle there? I mean, that's history right there, boy. I mean, on every single bottle. Every single bottle is like that, a nice little crown. So the winery that we're doing on the brand is going to be Stella Rosa. Who remembers Stella Rosa? Stella Rosa is very, very, very popular, probably around the nation, Stella Rosa. And there's a reason why Stella Rosa is very popular. Stella Rosa has been around since 1917. In fact, the winery, what's it called? I believe it's the San Antonio Winery out of Los Angeles. That is the home of the Riboli family, who creates these wines under the brand name Stella Rosa. So the winery is located near downtown Los Angeles in California since 1917, producing wines out of California, importing their grapes from Italy, and making some delicious wines. So doing wines from both Italian grapes and grapes grown in and around California. So now to today's show, I'm looking forward to it. Stella Rosa. We're going to be doing the Stella Rosa Rosso. Okay. The Stella Rosa watermelon. All right. Then that's watermelon mixed with Moscato. The Stella Rosa pineapple. That's pineapple mixed it or blended with the Moscato grape. Now let's get to the blend in the Stella Rosa Rosso. Let's say this about all the wines will have fizz, a little fizz to them, natural carbonation, in the process of the winemaking. So the Stella Rosa Rosso is going to be a blend of different Italian grapes and Brachetto. You're familiar with Brachetto? Brachetto d'Acqui? A red wine, sparkling wine. So Brachetto is a grape here, mixed with some other red grapes, which I couldn't find, unfortunately. And we're going to give it a try as usual. I like to pour all the wines, give it a try, and then let you know my opinion towards the end. We're going to start in this case, we have two Moscatos mixed with fruit. We're going to start in this case with the Rosso. Screw caps again, keeping the wines fresh. So our first pour is going to be, let me give you a look at that fizz coming through. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful color wine. Now, I've had just straight Brachettos before, and they produce, or that grape is making some fabulous wines. Next, we're going to pour, seal it in fresh, baby. Next, we're going to pour the watermelon. Now, the beautiful thing about this, the watermelon, again, these are fruits that are grown in and around in Italy, farmed in Italy, and producing the combination of that fruit. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful, beautiful pinkish color? Now, I did find in my notes that this is going to be a little bit of watermelon. Let me get my notes here. Watermelon, Moscato, and a little bit of Barbera grape in order to give it this color. It wouldn't surprise me if Barbera isn't in the Rosso. So, that's a beautiful, look at the difference in the color. A nice little, let me move my wines over here so we can see it all. Here's the Rosso. Here's the watermelon. How beautiful is that, right? Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful looking wine? And then last but definitely not least is going to be the pineapple. Oh, man, I just love when the wines are keeping their freshness, whether it be as closure or if I'm using my Hades corker. Now, the pineapple, again, all the wines will have a little bit of fizz. So look at the clearness in that wine. Pineapple with Moscato. Now, I wish one year they're going to bring smell to video. It's going to be fantastic, smell to TV, because what I'm having a fruit bowl party over here right now with the smells that are coming out of each and every one of these wines. Now the nose. Ooh, wow, you know, definitely you don't get like a candied red, you know, a candied red fruit smell. You get a true nice dark berry fruit smell on the nose here. Oh, wow. Now, so again, ripe berries. Here, that watermelon just coming through, baby. Now, if my nose can dictate taste, you know, it's almost like a rich watermelon. Like it's going to be nice and rich on the nose, on the palate. That's wow, wow, that's fantastic. So little watermelon is coming straight through with subtle, like honey notes to it. Oh, if you're a fan of pineapple, you're definitely gonna be a fan of this. So pineapple with peach kind of on the nose. Oh, wow. This is going to be fantastic. Let's just go straight. Let's go dive right in and taste. Now, again, semi-sweet wines. I don't mind a semi-sweet wine as long as it has some balance to it. I just don't like just sugary sweet wines, just sweet for the sake of being sweet. All right, so here's the Rosso. It's like a sangria. Pour this over fruit, and you're good to go. I mean, it has a sweetness to it, but it's not so much cloyingly sweet. The fizz, the natural fizz, I mean, kind of the effervescence kind of lifts that sweetness off the palate. It doesn't leave that sweetness, you know, the sweet film over the palate, like syrupy film you would find in some sweet wines over the palate. But definitely sangria ready. All right, so that's the Rosso. Now for the watermelon. Wow. If you're a watermelon fan, I mean, imagine this in summer. Oh my gosh. Again, has a sweetness, has a taste of watermelon. The effervescence kind of lifts it up. Another one that, in my opinion, is sangria ready. That's the watermelon. Now for the pineapple. I'm looking forward to this. Now, the pineapple to me takes me to a whole nother place. And I'll tell you what that place is after the second sip. So the pineapple to me takes me to a whole different place. It takes me straight to the Caribbean on the beach and just looking out over those blue waters, man. Wow. It almost, and maybe it's just, you know, in the mind, it almost gets you that hint of richness of like coconut milk when tasting the pineapple. You can see I keep going back to that one because I'm living in that fantasy. So let's get straight to it. Let's go through, give you my opinion. So the Rosso, coming after the pineapple, makes it a little bit sweeter, but again, that first initial taste, kind of like sangria ready. I'm going to go 3/4. So if you want to like do a sangria, have a little fizz, have some fun, I think the Stella Rosa Rosso, I think it'd be a good pick. You know, I'm a fan of the tan label myself. All right, now for the watermelon. So that was 3/4 on that one. The watermelon is nice too. You know, again, just fun wines to have. I'm gonna go 3/4 on that one as well. Pineapple. I mean, if you're a pineapple fan, you're definitely going to enjoy this wine. 3/4 across the board for the Stella Rosa wines. Again, wine can't always be serious. Wine can at times just be fun. And that's what you have here. If you're a sweet wine drinker, if you're a wine drinker who likes mixing up sangrias and want to throw something different in the mix, I mean, here's your wines for that. You know, making popsicles or frozen drinks. Here you go right here. So Stella Rosa wines across the line, Rosso, watermelon, and the pineapple, 3/4 across the board. It's your Wisconsin wine guy saying, as always, let your palate be the guy selecting your next wine. And I'm going to, you know, jam out on this pineapple. See you next time. Bye.